Good evening and welcome to what we hope will be a new series of Sunday Synopsis, which will be done as a video like this. Hopefully this way we can expand a little bit more about what's been going on during the week and give you some links to what's actually happening. Although it's middle of January, there's obviously been some quite a lot of scary news happening as usual, and of course ScareTOUR has brought you the information as it's been arriving. So here is the Sunday synopsis for Sunday the 19th of January 2020. First up, we're pleased to announce that Oddly Zombie Apocalypse have announced that they will be returning. The event has taken a break for the last couple of years. It's a citywide or townwide zombie event around the town of Otley. A mix between 28 Days Later, the sort of running game, and other sort of zombie experiences. But there's a new team involved with it this year, and we're looking forward to hearing more about that in summer when that lands. Another thing that is returning this year is Darkfield. You may remember we went to Canary Wharf last summer, where we experienced Coma, Seance and Flight, the pitch black experiences that are built in packing containers. Well, Darkfield will be bringing all three of those containers back to London in February this year, to King's Cross in another week-long installation where all three of them will be there. If you haven't done this, we highly recommend you get down and experience them. They're all very different in their own way, great fun, and great, you know, they are a great scare. So if you get a chance to go down and do that, we'd highly recommend it. Also confirmed to be returning soon is Scare Me in Elmere in Holland, which is very close to Amsterdam. Now, we've been to this event a couple of times in the past. It's now in its 9th version. This is likely to be the last incarnation of some of the mazes that we've got at the moment, so we will see a return of Scream Hotel, Baku, Writer's Block, and the Pirate Adventure and a few other things. We understand that things will then change up for the Halloween version, which will be Scare Me 10.0. If you haven't had a chance to go out and experience this, I would really highly recommend it. It's a great event put on by a really enthusiastic team, and check back at our review of what we've done before, and there's some images on the screen here from last few times we went. So moving on to escape rooms now. One of our favourites, one of our scariest, and if I can find the video, hopefully it'll be playing now as we're talking, video of me being absolutely terrified, jumping around at Ouija Bournemouth. But they have just announced a new room that will be coming soon, or a new experience called Crematorium. We don't know any more about it. All we know is it's going to be their scariest room yet. And it should be exciting. So as soon as we get more details of that, we'll get it posted on ScareTOUR. And of course, we will go down and visit them and see if we can scream as much as we did when we were at Ouija Bournemouth. Talking of screaming in escape rooms, obviously also planning to open their scariest room yet is Southend Room Escape. Their new room is called Catacombs. It opens next week. We're going down there in a couple of weeks' time to experience it. They always manage to scare us. We always manage to get a lot of screams when we visit them. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what they've done, because again, they are claiming that is their scariest escape room yet. One final thing on escape rooms is, you may remember when we visited Horrorland at the end of last year, that they had 4 mini express escape rooms. There were 15 minutes each. There were 4 different themes. There were 4 of each room, so there were 16 different mini rooms. Some of these had moving parts, like the tubeway one. Actually, the room moved as if you were on a train. The elevator one moved up and down. They were fantastic little escape rooms. The team at Horrorland have opened them this weekend, and they're opening them next weekend as well. So if you are in Spain or you're in Barcelona for a winter weekend and you want to get out and do some escapes, we'd highly recommend those. There are also some other escape rooms that the team behind this do, Horror Box, including one where 2 people are locked in a coffin and have to escape. So definitely check out, while you're in Barcelona, there are a lot of quite good horror-themed escape rooms in Spain. They seem to love doing them. So let's talk about what else we've done this week. So obviously we've mentioned it before, Ghost Stories is one of our favourite theatre shows, and that is now currently on tour. It opened in Manchester last week, and it was down in Bath this week. We got to see it in Bath. Again, it's a fantastic show. It's going all across the country. It's got quite a it's touring over the next few months. If you haven't seen it, it really is a good time to get down to the theatre and see it. I would recommend, if you do get the chance, sit close to the front of the stage as possible. I found it more immersive sat in the stalls, probably a little bit scarier. This time we were back in the circle and I felt slightly distanced from the experience itself. But certainly there were a lot of screams in there, and it's a great show and it's really good fun and we'd highly recommend. Talking of theatre, there's also a new experience that's just been launched. It's come to the Leeds Playhouse in a couple of weeks' time, called Night of the Living Dead Remix. This looks like an interesting concept. Unlike the Night of the Living Dead that we experienced last year, again, you look at the review to that where we were sat on the stage and we were attacked by and covered in blood and we were in the splash zone actually on the stage during the show as they tried to recreate the original movie. Night of the Living Dead Remix is a crew of actors, photographers, video people are actually going to go on stage and they're going to try and recreate the original movie shot for shot live on stage. Sounds like a really interesting concept. We're going down to the press night in a couple of weeks' time, so look out for a review on that soon. In a bit of bad news, we've known about this for a couple of weeks, but it has hit the national papers this week. The original company behind Variant 31, the London Zombie Experience, has gone into administration. We are aware that quite a few people are owed some money from this experience, and it's always a shame whenever anything like this happens and anything goes under. We have spoken to the team behind it. They have said that yes, although they hit some problems with that company, the production has been successfully sold around the world, and they are still looking to open Variant 2, a new version of the show, in the London venue. As for what that means for the people who are owed money, or what's going to happen with the building or whatever, I don't know. Certainly last time we passed it, the building has been closed up. It's a shame because it's a great venue, it's a great building, some really good ideas there. We enjoyed the experience when we did it. It just went on probably a little bit too long. As you'll have read in our review, we just felt that we were just going up and down the same flight of stairs. So be an interesting one to watch. As soon as we get some more detail on either way on what's happening with Variant 31 and that building, we will let people know. Now, although I'm recording this from sunny England, I was supposed to be in New Orleans at the moment. We were invited to be part of the judging panel for the Haunters to Watch programme at HauntCon. They've been looking at what we do over here with ScareCon and our Scar Awards, and we're really interested to get a European perspective. So I was supposed to be out there at HauntCon, giving the awards out and meeting the people. Unfortunately, I couldn't go. But do have a look to the link at some of the awards, some of the award categories, and look at what's going on over in HauntCon. The event itself has been established for quite a few years. Obviously, the American industry, haunt industry, is much bigger than ours over here, but we are getting there. And if you look at what America does, that we are going that way very soon. So more and more haunts around the world, and it will be good to see what the UK is like going forward. Just going to sum up with a few other things that have happened this week. So you'll have seen that Zombie Infection have got a new website. They're now promoting 7 different events around the country. We're going to one of them next weekend, so look out for a review for one of the zombie events that we haven't done, or one of the storylines that we haven't done. What we like about Zombie Infection is the stories are all connected, so we're looking to see where that goes forward. We also had a new programme started on BBC Three. If anyone watched it, we did, Don't Scream. It reminded us a lot of Release the Hound, and there was another sort of Scream camp thing quite recently on ITV. Yeah, it was fun to watch. It was fun watching the people jump and some of the screams and whatever. Would have been interesting to see what we would have been like if we had been on the programme and if we had screamed. We probably would have lost quite a bit of money because, as you know, we all scream quite easily. But it's nice to see horror and horror entertainment represented on TV. So if you haven't seen that yet, go to the iPlayer and check it out. It's available now to watch. Finally, we've just seen a couple of bits of promotion for new events coming up, or new attractions. So at Yorkshire Scaregrounds, they've released the details of the third and final maze for their Valentine's Day Massacre Love is in the Scare event. And that's going to be called Factory of Freaks Unloved. And that will be at Yorkshire Scaregrounds on the 14th, 15th and 16th of February. We're looking forward to bringing you our review of that. And we've also been featured in a new promotional video for Horror at Hinchinbrook House. As we said at the time when we did our review of this, we were grabbed a lot, we were manhandled a lot, and it's quite a physical and fun and intense experience. You know, physical, but on the fun side of it, and you know, not too extreme or anything at all. But they've released a video with some footage of last year, and we're looking forward to seeing all the new scare zones and everything they've got planned coming forward. So with that, we're going to wrap up here. As you can see, there's always stuff going on, and this is just in the middle of January. We've obviously got February coming up with the Valentine's Day events. As I've said a number of times, there's always zombie events to do. There's lots of horror escape rooms happening. There's no excuse, you know. We have always said that ScareTOUR is year-round, is not just for Halloween. We will continue to bring you regular update, regular news, regular visits, and keep you up to date with all the latest news, views, and gossip and more. So obviously do take a look at all our social network. We are going to put this on YouTube, so if you want to be notified when these come up, do click the subscribe button down there. Obviously we are on Instagram. We are on Twitter. We don't use Twitter that much, but we do try to get on there where we can. We've got Instagram and we've got Facebook. So yeah, do keep following us, because we're the only ones who keep up lots and lots of regular content for you. And we're trying to come up with new and different ways. So do let us know whether you liked this video, whether you want to see more like this, or you just want us to write the Sunday synopsis. We're looking to give you what you want. So do let us know what you like. And with that, we are signing off, and we will see you very soon. Bye.